This game is absolutely beautiful. It's so realistic that I'm seeing blemishes on superstars that I've never seen before. I'm seeing scars on wrestlers that I didn't even know they had. I'm seeing freckles on superstars that I didn't even know they had. I'm seeing birthmarks on their back that I didn't know they had. This is unbelievable. I mean, this is remarkable, and we have to give 2K their props because this is beautiful. And before I get into this, the topic of the video, though, I want to say this: 2K did what they were supposed to do. This is just my opinion. What they were supposed to do was make a realistic game and make a actual fun game. They did that. They made a fun game. This game is super fun. I'm having a time of my life, despite I got my my data deleted, but I'm not going to talk about that. But this game is fun. This game is you really can't complain. They gave us what we want. Now a lot of us say something about GM mode, but whatever. The game is a fun game. We're spending hours on this game. This is adorable. I mean, I'm adoring this game. Okay, now we're going to talk about the subject at hand. What the problem is, though. They try to make it fun. It is fun. But by trying to make it fun, you made the gameplay not realistic. And I'm not saying the moves and everything look realistic, but the wrestlers are not selling the moves. They're moving way too fast. And I know some people say, "Oh, I like when they move too fast." But do we want a wrestling game or do we want Mortal Kombat? Now, they're moving way too fast. I'll do a finishing move on a superstar. He'll get up in 3 seconds. Like, we got to take some steps back here. And I know 2K, that they might have overlooked it. But a lot of people don't, a lot of people not griping about that. But we got to understand, this is a simulated game, sports entertainment game. And it's like all the other sports entertainment games or sports games, you have to make it authentic. The basketball games, they're not moving super fast, awkwardly fast and all that. Well, anyway, let me just get into this match. This is an AI versus AI match. Andre the Giant, Brock Lesnar. Now, hear me out. There's other problems I'm seeing with this. Let me turn this down. There's other problems I'm seeing with this far as the tendencies that these superstars are doing. For one thing, these superstars are doing awkward movements here. And what I mean by awkward movements, Andre the Giant here, and y'all seen it, will get on the top rope. When have you ever seen Andre the Giant get on the top rope? Now, when Andre the Giant was wrestling, I don't know if I was even born yet. I was born in the late 80s. I don't know what was going on back then, but I'm pretty sure that he wasn't on the top rope. There's something weird where wrestlers, the AI is constantly jumping on the top rope, doing top rope moves. And it could be any wrestler. It could be a high flyer. It could be a heavyweight. They're all doing top rope moves for some weird reason. They need to tone that down. They probably can patch that up. But we want realistic. That's what I want. We want realistic type tendencies here. And the biggest problem I have had this problem with WWE 2K games from the beginning, is that they're constantly no-selling moves. Now, this game really no-sells moves. I mean, it moves so freaking fast, it defies logic. But I'm having a problem is when you beat the crap out of a wrestler. If I have a steel cage match with a wrestler, right, and I beat him up, hit him with chairs, hit him with ladders, he should be knocked out for at least 3 minutes. Why are these characters no-selling everything I do to him? We can have a 30-minute match and he'll get up like he just drunk up some coffee all of a sudden and ready to fight. The only wrestling game that did that with a wrestler, you will beat him up and he will be on the ground for a long time, was WWF No Mercy. I, every wrestling game after that, the selling the moves have disappeared, and I know they want to speed the gameplay up, but we want, well, I want some realistic some realistic tendencies here. Now let's get to another topic that I'm having a problem with. Why I hope that 2K implement this request in the next installment. What they need to do is they got the attributes. The attributes where you show you how strong the character is, how fast the character is. We need to have a separate option, other along with the attributes, where it shows the wrestler tendencies, meaning this wrestler right here is 50% likely to get on the top rope. You can change his stat. Then another stat he got. Oh, this wrestler kicks out of finishers 90%. Like a separate stat with tendencies. And I know 2K can probably do it because NBA 2K does it. They have each NBA player has their attributes and its tendencies. So Steph Curry, tendencies to shoot from the 3-point line is 99. Shaq, which he doesn't, but a legend on the game, his tendency to shoot from the free throw line is 0. And just like you saw Brock Lesnar get on the top rope. The last time I ever seen Brock Lesnar get on the top rope, he wrestled in the WrestleMania match with Kurt Angle, and we all know what happened. He almost broke his neck. And after that, I've never seen him get on the top rope. But this game is defying all logic, and they need to tone that down, because what I'm afraid might slowly be happening is that we're getting away from the simulation and we're getting towards like a Mortal Kombat style fighting game. And there's another nitpick I'm going to say, because I'm on a witch hunt here. It doesn't matter how good of a job you do. There's always got to be that one manager that does a witch hunt, that nitpicks on what, your job. That's a little to make you better. I'm just doing that right here with 2K. I don't know if you can probably tell it's a little stance they be doing when you're about to do a move, that little stance type thing with their arms, like they about to have a karate match, or like like that's awkward. That's a really awkward that they're when they do a move they stand. I don't know if they can help them, because the other games didn't do that. They didn't do stance. You saw that stance. We still want a wrestling game. Now this game is fun, nevertheless, but we still want a wrestling game where you simulate wrestling. But it's kind of, it may be art imitating life, because the WWE product now, they're really not selling moves. You do a move on them and then they'll get right back up. We like to play a game where the guy is wrestling and we beat the crap out of him, and he's just on the ground for a long time. I can feel that I beat the crap out of him because I physically see him on the ground, and he's selling. But other than that, the game's awesome. But we need to get back to a simulated wrestling game, because a lot of us was complaining when they were showing us that demo before the game released, where the referee was counting too fast, and everybody was like, wait a minute, slow that count down. The referee counted way too fast on that demo when they were showing the gameplay, and I guess they listened and they slowed it down. See, we want a fun, fast game, but not at the detriment of what wrestling is traditionally is. This is turning into Street Fighter here. But besides that, I have no gripes. I play the game. I'm having fun. And like I said, this is just their redemption game, where they redeem themselves for 2K20, which they did a good job, and I have to give them their props. Now, and see, they fixed the count. And another thing here, they're kicking out of way too many moves. The AI is, particularly. Now, you can beat the crap out of them. We got to get back to realistic now. Now, occasionally, You know, you have your moments where a wrestler will kick out a finishing move, but the AI is kicking out of 5 daggone L5s. Like, come on now. And I think another problem with the AI system, and not only the AI system, but the player system, we're getting even if I'm beating the crap out of the wrestler, how does he still get to have his finishing move? How does he still get to? I'm beating the crap out of him. How is he able to gain his finisher stat that quick? These are defying logic to me. I don't understand that part. How is he, the guy that's getting beat up, special move meter piling up the same time I'm beating the living crap out of him? It's kind of like irritating. Like I said, you play it anyway, but it's kind of like irritating. It really don't make any sense. But I guess it's to say, it's almost like, and this is just my opinion, it's almost like this game is to the side of player versus player rather than player versus AI and AI versus AI. Because the AI is a little off as far as the tendencies of what they do and the kickouts, which maybe they can patch it up, but I don't know if a patch can fix that. I don't even know if they want to fix it. But hopefully WWE 2K23 will be a hit. Well, this is a hit. Like I said, this game it's in the top. It's already in the top, at least top 5 of the greatest wrestling games of all time. Number 1 best looking games of all time. So I'm going to give them their props when it's due, but I'm also going to gripe about the little things that I see that we need to fix. Well, anyway, I just wanted to make this quick video, but I guess it's not that quick. It's 12 minutes. I didn't want to make the video this long. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and Wacky Cat here, and I'm out.